Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 6 of Let's Play Civilization 5 Brave New World as Brazil. It's time to pick a new production target in the city of Sao Paulo. And I think what we're going to do is work on our amphitheater. We have no spots at the moment for a new great work of writing. And obviously we would like one. Also, we have enough faith that we can purchase something. Now, we could grab a pagoda here. That certainly would not be the worst. But what I want to do is grab a missionary. So we're going to start spreading this religion of ours, at least a little bit. Let's see what else we got. So, in Salvador, we have a number of different options to build. And even though there's things we arguably need more, like a watermill, I'm actually thinking let's just go ahead and grab a shrine because it's the only thing we can build relatively quickly. Now, we have finished building this road. And while I would love to now immediately build a road to Brasilia, what we are going to do instead is come over here and start trying to connect this marble or improve the marble. We are at negative happiness. That is the kind of thing that can and will happen to you from time to time when you're founding two cities rapid fire. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to have two workers over here and one over here connecting Salvador to Sao Paulo and, of course, then indirectly to the capital. So it looks to me like we're actually stagnant in Rio. That does not make me happy. So I guess what we need to do is try to build some farms down here as well as look. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to get any help from structures. Alright, so that's an issue we're going to have to, deal with sooner rather than later. I'm going to go ahead and send this back to Salzburg. Now, obviously we only have one city at the moment that is following our religion. One obvious thing I could do would be to come over here to Sao Paulo, but actually what I want to do instead is come up to Salvador. One of the things that we're going to try to create here is kind of a wheel of cities that are following our religion to build up pressure on other surrounding cities and convert them indirectly that way. You don't necessarily have to go to each city separately. So now we have Salvador in the fold. And so, this will increase pressure and create pressure where there was none before. But places like Susa, hopefully these will convert to the one true faith of Taoism faster than they would have otherwise. A research agreement. Yeah, I mean, I'm really tight. That's not true. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Obviously, I have money. It's just we need a lot of money. So that's why I was a little reluctant. So now there's a couple ways we could go. I could come down to Brasilia And that will help create more pressure on Wittenberg, which already has 12, but it'll bump it up to 18. It'll also create more pressure on Sao Paulo. I think, yeah, because we do have 12 pressure over here. So conversely, I could come down to Sao Paulo and convert them. You know, this is kind of difficult. As I've said before, I don't have a ton of experience doing this. I could also come up here to Mumbai. That would be kind of an interesting move. Or even Delhi. Actually, you know what? I am going to do that. Let me make sure I can get open borders. Or do I have open? Yeah, I already have open borders. We're going to do it. We're going to go to Delhi. Because we can, doggone it. That's going to really help up the pressure like throughout his whole empire. Right now we have no pressure up here, so yeah, I kind of like this. And we have no pressure on Delhi yet either. So we'll see how this goes. I actually may be kind of overextending. Let's see what that does. Yeah, so it didn't fully convert the city, but it did help create pressure in it. We'll see. I really need to hit it again. That's kind of the bottom line. All right. We're going to try to get this poor city on its feet as fast as we possibly can. Because it needs it. Jeez. And then I guess I need to get a worker back here and start, you know, like trying to build a farm here. That'll help. And if I have to, even building some on these crappy tiles. That's fine. So on this continent, I was looking, Austria is the only other one that has founded their own religion. So they have Catholicism. And I wish I could send a great prophet over here and try to convert them, because I'm not sure they've done any any missionaries yet. And if we were able to just zap this city, it wouldn't be permanent, but man, that would screw them for a long time. Because if they created a missionary, it would actually come out, you know, with our religion instead of theirs. And it would basically allow us to just completely take over this entire continent. Put them so far behind, I can't imagine they would ever be able to catch up in any meaningful way. Okay, so I actually may be ready to start building a road. Did I improve the sugar? I can't even remember. Let me see. If I go to India. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. He has nothing that I want. I have nothing he wants. Who do I not have a trade for sugar with? I think it was Darius. Yep. Okay. So I don't really, and he can't use it anyway. I don't really have a pressing need then to improve sugar that I could sell it to Darius. Okay, hold on. Here's a thought too. Do I have a library here? I'm going to keep purchasing these libraries in cities because I'm going to want to build a national college as soon as I can. In the meantime, you know, one thing I have done virtually nothing with my military, but we need coliseums. We could really stand to build a market in a mint. We need a national epic. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer out a coliseum, because we're negative and we're only going to be at +1 when this is built, and you know, we're obviously in the midst of trying to grow our cities, so I may actually have to slow that down. I don't know. Okay, so Salvador has finished its shrine, and I think I'm going to go with what the advisors are telling me and build a water mill. Let's try to get another hammer in there. I wish I had more, but all right, we're going to get him on that road. And actually, I'm going to build a farm here before I do anything else. I'm noticing we're 30 turns away. I mean, that's sick. I guess I need to build or buy a workboat here as well, because the fish would help. Although, of course, I can't work the fish yet. It's not yet our tile. Don't care, and don't care. Sweet. All right, we're almost up to our amphitheater. Yeah, maybe I should have just built a worker here. That's very plausible. Still going to be a while before these guys finish that road and I can come over here. See if another farm will help my poor Rio achieve some growth. Yeah, see, I don't like seeing that. I have nothing. I have a spearman. I have an archer somewhere. Yeah, he's up here. And a stupid scout and a warrior. And I don't even think I can upgrade the warrior yet. Well, we're not the most progressive, but we're in it.
Education.
We got education. That's something. Yeah, I can't upgrade my warrior. Well, why would I need to? By golly. He's state of the art. I'm going to build a worker. That's probably going to be my last worker, but, well, yeah, maybe ever, but certainly for a while. Okay. So we got this, and I said we were probably going to try to head towards machinery. Let's grab engineering first. We're starting on the path. I have to really watch this because I'm noticing what happens is I get to my turn, but none of my units are needing to do anything. And so, yeah, see, like, it'll just be waiting for my for me to click next turn. All right, we got that. So I guess now I would come over this way. And we'll probably start building a road with him. Either building a road. Yeah, I think it's just build the road. We got to be able to get around here. And this will be the last city that's not plugged into the old trade network. We're actually, you know, doing better than I feared. Like, I was saying when I founded this, how horrible these cities are when you first do it. And God knows this production is miserable. But at least, you know, the population's up to 7. It's about to be 8. Oh, I see. So much for him not having any missionaries or anything. It does look like Austria has started getting more active on spreading that religion. So it's going to be a thing. we're going to be trading back and forth, trying to take over this continent. Okay, Darius has built another wonder. Our deal with Maria ended as far as our luxuries go. So let's see if we can... Oh, wow. I wish I... You know, let me just see something. Since Darius wanted ours but didn't have one. Yeah, no, okay. He just doesn't have. So let me do this. Let's see if he'll give us like 120 gold and then like 3 per turn. I don't want to give him iron. Actually, this is really crappy. Let's just do this. Okay. Alright, that's actually more money than I was going to get the other way. So we can buy with faith again. So here's the question. Should I grab another missionary? Or should I grab a pagoda and start being able to... I think I am. Actually, I'll tell you one reason why is I want the culture up here so that I start getting these tile. Like, see, it's really stinky that we didn't get this tile. And I do want to grow the borders. I mean, unfortunately, I don't care about any of this, but, you know, this is something I could build a mine on. This tile I definitely want. This tile I definitely want. So we'll see how it goes. And, of course, that'll help us get our next missionary faster. All right, so these guys need orders, and we are going to build a road. And he's going to do the same thing. Once they have finished this first part, I'll probably pull one of them off of that. Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to refuse her. I think Darius was higher up. Or excuse me, I think Darius is even weaker than us in tech, but I think she's pretty well above us. And she's going to get more out of that research agreement than we would. But you know who I would be willing to do it with is Gandhi. Oh, we don't have a declaration of friendship. Well, let's see. Okay, good. Now. Perfect. So, Rio has finished its Colosseum. That is very good. We can build another caravan, and I'm pretty tempted to do exactly that. Alternatively, I could get started on a university. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of okay with money at the moment. So maybe what I do here is build a market, because we're going to get a big chunk of gold out of that. And I think we're going to take guilds here. And I'm probably just heading up here. Yeah, now that I think about it, that actually makes having built the extra worker even better, because we are going to have a lot of jungle tiles to fill in with Brazil wood camps. And I actually am pretty close. A couple more turns and I'll probably just go ahead and buy a library in Brasilia and then start working on the National College. And I think at that point, we're going to stop being also-rans when it comes to science. And we should actually begin to, make up some ground. Where are we right now? Yeah, see, we're still 7th. It's not like we're falling tremendously farther behind. We are 1 more behind the leader. I remember a long time ago we were 6, now we're 7. But we're still 2 behind the average. We're in 7th place. I mean, this is not where we want to be. It's okay that we're not the tech leader, but it's kind of scary. Yeah, I wish I had a city that I thought was going to be really strong for science. I really don't. All right, we got another great writer, and I think we got him just in time to be able, like we just finished the amphitheater here. So let's go ahead and take advantage of it.
Learn from me, if not by my precepts.
Frankenstein. Yeah, we've gotten a couple of pretty good ones, actually. Okay, and you know what? We're over 400. I am going to go ahead and grab it. I'm tempted to take the granary or the stoneworks. Arguably, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Sao Paulo finished their worker. They recommend a market, which is not a bad call, actually. All right, I'm going to build a temple first. And let's grab a farm. And let's see. So we have our new worker. And what do I want to do with him? Yeah, all right. I'll come over here. And since we're already working that tile, I'm going to build a mine. Now, I'll go ahead and get over here. We're going to work on the road. I'm going to try to finish this stupid road. We're going to make as much headway as we can here on building our little civilization. I don't like that I keep seeing these swordsmen. It's the only unit of hers that I do keep seeing. But our military is extremely weak. And that probably is going to be a problem. Okay, I actually think that I'm going to unlock aesthetics. And, well, yeah, I think so, because I'd like to get to the point where I can take cultural centers sooner rather than later, so that all these poor production cities can start doing that. This would not be bad at all, but I think yeah, this is actually kind of a tough one. I think I'm going to do this. We definitely need to start generating, real amounts of tourism. And at least, we're rising with everybody now. We are exotic, at least, with everybody but Austria. They're going to be the tough nut. I actually feel like, at some point, somebody may have to declare war on them to slow them down. Oh, and they have a 4th city now. Wow. How is Darius not attacking them? Come on, man. Have some pride. Okay, where did this one come from? Yep, I'm going to send it right back. Well, it's definitely too early to tell how this is going to go. I don't think we're doing horribly, especially considering what we have to work with these locations, but we're not doing great either. So we will see. Yep.
The merchants and the
Guilds are ours. And now we're going to have to pick another topic to research. But that is going to have to wait for our next installment because that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.